I need to warn you about something that's specifically targeting older Australians right now. And it's sneakier than the usual scam, because it doesn't even ask you for money or your personal details. There are fake news articles spreading online right now claiming Centrelink is handing out a special one-off bonus payment. Some say it's $750. Some say it's $1,800. They look like real news articles. They mention the age pension, they mention cost of living, they mention concession cards. And they are completely made up. So today I want to walk you through exactly how this is happening, why it's so convincing, and how you can tell the difference between real Centrelink news and fake news that's designed to trick you. Alright, so let's break this down properly. Services Australia has put out a direct warning about this. There are websites and social media accounts circulating articles about a so-called bonus payment, a cash relief payment, or a cost of living payment tied to the age pension, or to having a concession card. Now here's the unsettling part. These articles aren't technically a scam in the traditional sense. They are not asking you to click a link and enter your bank details. They are not asking for your MyGov password. What they are actually doing is creating fake news content, getting people to read it and share it, and then making money purely from advertising on the page. You become the product, not the target of theft, but the traffic that generates them ad revenue. And the reason this matters so much is how convincing these articles look. According to people who've reported this, it appears these pages are being generated using AI. Which means they can be produced incredibly quickly, in large volumes, written to sound exactly like a legitimate news article, and pushed out across the internet faster than they can be taken down. Here's what really concerns me about this particular situation. It's not just random social media posts you can easily dismiss. Some of this fake information has actually appeared in search engine results, above the real Services Australia information. Think about that for a second. You search something like age pension bonus payment, and instead of getting the actual government website first, you might get a fabricated article about a fake $400 bonus payment showing up prominently in the results. If you're not someone who spends a lot of time online, there's no obvious reason to assume that result is fake. It looks like news. It reads like news. It even talks about real things, the age pension, concession cards, cost of living pressure, all real and familiar concepts woven around a payment that doesn't exist. YouTube has reportedly taken down some channels spreading this kind of misleading content too, which tells you it's not just a text problem, it's showing up in videos as well. I want to be honest with you about why this particular type of fake content targets older Australians specifically. Genuine cost of living payments and Centrelink bonuses have happened before in Australia's history. So when someone reads a headline saying there's a new one-off payment, it doesn't sound completely unbelievable. It sounds plausible because similar things have actually occurred. That's exactly what makes it effective, it's built on top of something real. And for people relying on a fixed income, the idea of unexpected extra money is naturally appealing. Nobody wants to miss out on money they are entitled to. So there's a real temptation to read further, to share it with family members thinking you're helping them, or to go looking for how to claim it. Okay, so let's get really practical here, because this is the part that actually protects you. First and most important rule. If a website address does not end in .gov.au, it is not an official Australian government website. That's the simplest test there is. Centrelink, Services Australia, MyGov, all genuine government information lives on a .gov.au domain. If you're reading about a payment on some other website, treat it with serious suspicion regardless of how official it looks. Second, be cautious of urgency and big dollar figures in headlines. Real Centrelink indexation increases happen in small, specific amounts tied to actual published rates, not round headline numbers like $750 or $1,800 announced out of nowhere. Third, if you see information about a payment and you're not sure if it's real, go directly to the Services Australia website yourself by typing it in, rather than clicking any link you've been sent, or that showed up in a search result or social media post. Don't trust the link. Trust the address you type in yourself. Fourth, talk to someone before you share it. If a family member or friend sends you something about a bonus payment, before you forward it to 10 other people, just check it first. It takes 2 minutes and it stops misinformation from spreading further through your community. If you've already come across one of these articles, or you've shared it with someone, please don't feel embarrassed about it. These are designed by people who do this professionally, and they are specifically built to look credible. Plenty of switched on, careful people have been caught out by content like this. What you should do now is simply let the people you shared it with know it wasn't accurate, so they don't act on it or share it further. If you clicked through anything that asked for personal information, or login details specifically, that's a different and more serious situation, and in that case you should contact the Services Australia Scams and Identity Theft Help Desk directly. But if all you did was read an article, or share a post about a payment that turned out to be fake, the real action here is simply spreading the correction, not panicking. Look, I know this is frustrating to hear. The actual cost of living pressure that makes these fake articles believable is real. The frustration with how far the pension stretches is real. But the specific payments being promised in these particular articles are not. The best protection any of us have against this kind of thing is simply knowing it exists, and knowing the one rule that matters most, .gov.au, or don't trust it. If this video helped you understand what's going on, please share it with someone in your life who might come across one of these articles. This is exactly the kind of thing that spreads fastest through good intentions, people trying to help family members who they think might be missing out on money. Subscribe to Senior Daily Report so we can keep you ahead of things like this before they cause real confusion or harm. And if you've personally come across one of these fake bonus payment articles, let me know in the comments what it claimed and where you saw it. It genuinely helps other people in the comments recognize it too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.